Okay, there we go. Let me start that over real quick, y'all, because we barely got into it. So we're gonna do that orange color. This is a paid picture, but it's just because I want this exact orange. Is it that one? Okay. Now I'm gonna go get that city image again. Thank you so much. Y'all, honestly and truthfully, I did not expect this many of y'all to be on here. Honestly, so I was a little nervous to get started, but it's okay. Because as y'all know, we don't do, at least I don't do live classes anymore, like even the paid classes. It all is pre-recorded now. But I did want to give y'all this class. For those that don't know, I am doing this class for y'all because y'all did help me reach um my first four-figure day with that planner class. I ended up making over $2,000 in a few hours. So thank y'all so much. And that is why y'all is getting this class. That's why y'all are getting this class for free. Okay. And now we're gonna turn our transparency down. I'm gonna do like 20. And I'm actually gonna make this a little bit bigger and break it up some more. And as you guys see, we have this harsh line, but we want to blend this. So when it comes to blending harsh lines, just type in blur and you can either click this little orange dot. Well, you can really click either one that can make you change your color, but this orange one is free. So I usually either use the orange dot or I use this little ombre, blue ombre, because I can change the colors. So I can show y'all the difference in between the two. If I use this one, I can make sure it's turned the way I need it to, and I can just make it bigger, and then it'll just fade that harsh line. So that's one way. Or if I want to see more of my image, that's when I'll use this orange one, and I'll make sure that it is the same color as the background, and then just do your best to place it on the harsh lines and just keep duplicating until you get it all cleaned up. And there we go. It cleaned up that harsh line. Does anyone need to see me do that again? Just put yes in the comments. You don't have to put no, just put yes if you do in the chat. Okay. Yes. Okay. Got it. Okay. So like I said, if you want to get rid of the harsh line, you can either use this green, I'm not green, sorry, this orange circle. It does let you change the colors to whatever. Just change it to all colors. But of course, you always want it to match whatever your background color is. It is hard to do this if you have like a ombre background, because it just makes it hard. So it is just better to do a solid background. And then you're just gonna place it on the top of the line where the harsh line is, and then just keep duplicating and playing around with the position of it. And then the other option was if you do this one, which is this blue blue white blur rectangle illustration. It is free as well. Gonna put it at the 90-degree angle and change both of these colors to your background color. And also, y'all, I do have a dog, so if y'all all of a sudden can't hear me, I'll probably put y'all on mute to yell at him because he's probably doing something he don't have business doing. Okay, and that was that one. So you just layer it on top so that it blurs it.
Come on, let's talk. Come on now. We got a bogey at 6 o'clock.
Can you please mute? Okay. So those are both of them. I am going to use this one and y'all will figure out why I'm using this one in a minute. So next I'm going to add my images. I did create these images on Midjourney. I can post my prompt that I used maybe later on today. I'll also give y'all these pictures as well. So now I'm just going to select my images and do background remover. This background remover option is for the pro version, but there is a free one. I'll show y'all, both of them. So I'm just going to click background remover. And as we see, it removed that background. And I'm just making it a little smaller. Create the images Midjourney. I use Midjourney or Bing. Bing is free. It's connected. It's free. Midjourney, you do have.
What is it?
Can you mute, please?
I want to buy myself. I can buy myself flowers.
Kiaya, I think that's how you say her name.
No short, no.
Okay. But yes, Midjourney, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Okay. And now, like I said, that background remover is the paid one. You just click background remover and it removes it. And then the other one, if you go into your apps, and just type in background eraser, this first one, it'll ask you to choose your file, which is of course your image. So I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna delete this one. As you see now, my image is here. I'm gonna click remove background. And there we go. Background removed for free. The only thing about it though, if you do have to use this one, as you see, it's not that precise. Like we still have a little bit of that background in her hair. So I'm not going to use that one. And then, of course, if you have the free version, you use that, you still won't be able to download the image without a background because download images with transparent background, sorry, is for paid version only. So just keep that in mind. So I did use that one because it does a little better removing the background. Okay, now I'm going to align their pictures. And as you see, they have a harsh line as well. And this is where y'all gonna see where I'm gonna use those circles again that we just put on here, but I'm gonna just select the images and I'm gonna push them back. So I'm gonna go to my position, click backwards, and just keep clicking it. And then just play around with the sizing. I'm just keep playing with them until it's to my liking. Yes, Rhonda, did you have a question? I see you raised your hand.
Hey, yeah, quick question. The blur on the bottom of the lady's blazer, did you copy and paste that blur, the orange blur, or did you just what you already had at the bottom, did you just drag it up? I missed
Yes.
that step.
Yes, it's the ones that we use to blur this city background. Is
Okay.
that one?
Okay.
And I just position the two girls behind that. So I just click position and then backwards. So it's still the
Oh, okay.
same circles that we have, and their
Okay.
images just behind it.
Thanks.
And actually, you just reminded me to do something. I need to group all of these together. And I'm holding down the shift key and I'm under the layers tab. And I'm just holding down the shift key and clicking them. And I'm just going to click group. So now the blurs are together. What's the between backwards and back? Are you talking about like right here? The arrange? Okay, yes. So it just positions the layers. So if I were, let me just choose a random something. Let's just do, say we have the city, and then we have, I just copy one of them. So let's say I had clicked her first and she was in the back, but I want her to be on top of this image. You can click these three dots and then click layer and send backwards or bring to front that way, or you can click position and I could just move it that way, or under arrange, I can click backwards to back, forward and front. So I'm gonna push this back. If you click this one, like to front or to back, it's gonna put it in front of everything. So if you only want it to go, let's say we had another picture, I'm just duplicate both of them. So if I were to just click forward, it's only gonna come on top of one of them. But if I click to front, it'll come on top of everything. I have found that it's often easier to do things on camera on your computer than on your phone. Do you think so too? Um, To me, it's all the same. It just really depends on the type of how big of a screen you want to work with. So I like doing it on my iMac because it is a big screen. But I do work on my computer sometimes too. If I'm not around I work on my phone sometimes too. If I'm not around my computer or my laptop and I think of an idea, then I'll use my phone. So it just depends on the screen size that you want. I know a lot of people that don't like the computer at all. They prefer to do it on an iPad or their phone. Okay. And now we're going to, well, let me fix this a little bit more. And then we're going to go ahead and add our text. And I'm just keep duplicating more on top just to blur it out some more. I don't want this one that far up. And yes, some people do prefer it. See, I've always had my laptop. I just got my Mac, like my Mac desktop on Christmas, but I've always had a laptop. I have a MacBook Pro as well. But even before then, I think I had like a regular Dell computer, and I still preferred the computer over my iPad or phone. But it's just because I like seeing a big screen. Okay, now we're going to add our text. We are doing brunch in the city. So anytime that I try to like portray something else, like I'm bringing something in, um, I like using that font. So I did search for the Sex in the City font, and it is called Phoenix American. Nope, not Phoenix American. That's the other one that we're gonna do. It's this one, the Trajan Pro Bold. And I'm just gonna add my text. So we're gonna do brunch. Where did you find the font? I just typed it in on Google. I don't remember the website it was on. I can look in a minute. But I just type in on Google. I always just type in, I think I typed in Sex in the City font, free download, and it came up that way. Okay. So I do want this to be pink. Under this pink, and I'm gonna click change all so that any black on this page, it'll change it to the pink. Can fonts be downloaded on your cell phone? Yes, they can. I get all my fonts from defont.com. And also uploading fonts is a pro version, is a pro version feature. You can't add fonts with the free version. I think I had this a little bit bigger. Okay, yep, I did. Never get fonts uploaded into Canva. So you have to make sure that it's the right one. All fonts can't be downloaded into Canva. It needs to say OTF or TTF. And sometimes when you download them, it downloads as a folder, and you need to open the folder and then click it in there. If you're trying to upload the folder itself, it's not going to let you.
And I was like, oh, I'm not like this one.
Y'all, please remember to stay on mute because it is being recorded. And a lot of people are going to have to record it. I don't want y'all to be talking about something y'all don't want anyone to hear. Repeat that about the TTF and OTF. Yeah, so when you download the file, I can't show y'all because when you are screen recording, or when you're sharing your screen, and if I open it up, it's not going to show my files, but it'll say .ttf or .otf. And the font name is Trajan Pro. So this one right here. Actually, gonna make NV white. And I'm gonna group all these together. I don't think it matters, honestly, because I do the same. I just click whichever one I see first. I've uploaded both of them, and it didn't make a difference. But I know some files I opened, it wasn't the OTF or TTF option. It was something else. I can't remember. But those, it won't let you upload. And we're gonna group this together so it moves together. And now we're gonna put their names. One moment. While I go remember what their names was because I forgot. Anytime I am doing a flyer like this, how did you group? I selected everything. Okay, I selected everything. I just held down my shift key and just select everything I want to group. And when I let the shift key goes, this pop up and I just click group. But I was saying, anytime I put someone's name, I always go for a signature font. I just think it looks very cute. So we're gonna see. And I want this to be white. And make it a little bit smaller. And I'm gonna duplicate, put it over here because I'm gonna put her name. The pink lines are the alignment lines. So it helps you make sure everything is the way it should be. And now I'm just going to put their titles. Make it a little bit bigger, 37.5. So if I click my see all and I go in here and I get this little paintbrush, the copy style tool is under the more section. It's going to copy this exact font, sizing, and everything that I have for Ava Sinclair. I'm just going to copy it and click Jordan Blake, and it's going to make it the same size. Which one may have to go down. Nope. There. Make that white as well. Move her name up just a little. And we actually may make them a little bit smaller. And when y'all, if y'all are ever needing to do like some fake projects, you know, you just want some practice, use ChatGPT. Everything I'm using for these flyers, like the information, I use ChatGPT. I just typed in, give me 3 faux or fake design ideas or flyers or events or whatever. Just type it in and it'll give you a full synopsis of whatever you want to put. I thought of Brunch in the City, but their names, the other information I'm going to put on here, all of that was definitely from ChatGPT. She is an urban lifestyle expert. I'm actually going to make this that pink. Can't really see it, but did you say ChatGPT? Yes. And I can show y'all that later after we finish this. I can just go in there and show y'all what I typed in. Okay. And now we need to put who is hosting this event. And it is going to be City Cheek or Cheek Productions. And I'm gonna space out my lettering. Let me bring it down so y'all can see what I'm doing. So space it
That's
out.
what that beeping noise was, the door. That beeping noise was the door. Is that how it let you know the door open? Oh. Oh, okay.
And I'll just put it up here. And also I'm gonna select my text and make sure it's centered. So I'm gonna click Align to Page and it is centered. And then let me group them together. And I'm gonna center them as well. Already centered, so we're good. And now I want to put something else on top. Get that same font. So as you see under document fonts, it's catching fonts that I've already used. So it's catching fonts from here as well as what I used on here. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna space it out my letters because I am gonna make this a little smaller. And we're gonna make it white and put it on top. Okay. And next we're just gonna put some of our information. We're gonna put our date that this event is gonna be held. We're gonna do my birthday. What day of the week is my birthday this year? Let's see. Yes, it'll be posted. Can anyone else not hear? Or if you can hear, okay, thank you. Okay, we're not gonna do my birthday because my birthday is on a Thursday. So let's do Saturday. We'll do a Sunday. Remove some of the line spacing. Change the height of the text letters. So no. So as you see, I can stretch. I can make bigger, but make them taller. No, only if you use Typecraft. And Typecraft is in your apps. Here it goes. I was about to say they took it away. Typecraft. And now I can put in my text. I'm just do brunch. But the only thing about This is you don't have that many well, you have a lot of options, but you can't do any of your custom or uploaded fonts. You can only use these fonts. Looks like they've upgraded because all these fonts are not here. Let me just click on random. Let's just do this one. And now you can, this is where you can make things taller. So. What was that called? It's called Typecraft. And you can change your colors here. And you're going to click Add Element to Design. And that's that made it taller. But the only thing about it, you can't do anything else with this. Like you can't combine the apps together, none of the apps. So I can't use Typecraft and what's another one? Type Gradient. You can't combine the two. Anytime you click this, like if I X out of it, just click something else. I click Brunch and then click Edit. It's gonna bring me back into Typecraft. You can't do anything else with it. Once that size makes taller, let me see. I know what you're talking about, but it's not gonna do it the way you need it to. Where is it? Position. As you see, height is locked. And you can do it here, but it's not gonna really stretch it the way we want to. I'm just gonna do, I don't know, just a random number. See, it doesn't make it taller. It makes it bigger. LaShonda, can you mute your thing? Oops, I didn't mean to go. Okay, so we're gonna do Sunday, August 18th. And I like to get rid of this extra box space if I'm not using it. So I'm just make it shorter because it's no need for it. Taking up room. We're also gonna put a time on here. And let's do
addressing the public and their customers on their Instagram. And then also
let's do 1 p.m. Oops. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I actually want it to be on the same line. I can make when I want to stand out a little more, I can make it a different color. We'll do this pink, of course. And now we're gonna put our address. Just give me one moment. Let me go get you up on the damn. I know some of y'all are joining in because people are leaving, so it's letting y'all come in. Make sure when you come in, you mute, please. Just give me one moment. I'm just trying to find my address. There you go. And we're gonna make the skyline loft, and I'm gonna put that in pink as well. And we're just gonna play around with this, my area I'm gonna put it. Actually, may. The hardest part for me is getting the design tool file so I can print it. I don't know what I am doing that makes that so hard. So honestly and truthfully, when it comes to printing, y'all, I cannot help you out with that because I don't print my things. Um, I don't even offer printing with my services. I do just the design. Well, the only thing I will print for a customer is business cards, thank you cards, and maybe labels. But other than that, I don't print. Um, so if you're talking about printing stuff for a shirt, maybe like people that do the DTF or people that make stickers, I would ask that question in the Crafting Babes group, or in the All Things Canva chat. And we do have a chat where you can ask questions and stuff there too. Okay, and now we're just gonna put our one last little headline. And this is just gonna be what's gonna be, going on during this fake event. So I'm gonna take some of these out. I'm gonna take out live DJ, take out fashion showcase, and let me take that one out too. And I want all of them to be on the same line. I'm gonna just separate it with this straight line. You will have download, best to download as PDF once you do that. Yes, now that I can say. Definitely save as PDF. When I do send the designs to clients, I send them a PDF. Just in case they are printed. And we're gonna make this pink as well. How did you get the straight line? On my keyboard, it's with the /. It's on that same key on my computer. And you guys, that is it for this flyer. Does anyone have any questions about this flyer? Anything you feel like you would have added? Anything you need me to see me do again with this flyer? And yes, that is my go-to when it comes to putting like the dates and stuff. I always use that. Okay, that was our more detailed flyer. The next two, they're not that detailed. So, okay, we'll go ahead and get with the next one. So this next one is going to be the salad one. And we're just going to find a background. I'm going to do different than the one I already did. Let's see. Anyone want to comment a color that they want to use? We're going to use for our background. Just tell me a random color real quick. Blue. Great option. I know this blue is kind of, how to get the straight line again on the last flyer. It's on my keyboard with the / key on the keyboard. Is this blue hurting anyone's eye? So I need to change it. It is kind of bright. No, no one yet. Okay. So for this one, I was like the got milk saying. So I did got salad, and I did find the got milk font online. I just typed in got milk font, and that font is the Phoenix American. And I'm gonna just go into my elements, and I'm gonna just type in a salad. And I'm just gonna find one. You mentioned you made business cards. How do you make multiple cards to print on one page? So because I don't print them, or well, I do print them, but I usually, just use Staples. Um, and of course, when you do it that way, you don't have to have it on multiple pages. But if you are printing it from home, just save your design to your computer, and then you just have to upload. Like, let's say you're using, what is it, 8.5 by 11. I think that's the regular sizing for sheets. You just need to save your image and then just re-upload it, and you just have to keep duplicating it onto the page. So like, let's say this was a business card, I saved it, and then you'll just duplicate it on the page as many times as you need to. Maybe leave a little space so that if you have to cut or anything, it'll be okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Where's that white one? White bone. There we go. You're welcome. So a lot of people don't like when their text is on top of their words, but I do. I don't like the way this looks. So I am definitely going to bring my salad to the front and then just kind of adjust it so that it still can see what the words say. I like the overlapping type of look. Okay. Now I am going to do something to my background so it won't just be so blue. Well, it's still gonna be blue, but I'm just gonna add something else. So we're just gonna put fresh. Actually, what was it? Okay, here we go. Fresh, flavorful, and nutritious. Okay. I want this to be in all caps. So as you see, when I copied and paste, it just capitalized the first letter. If you click right here, this little A and big A, click that, it'll make it all uppercase or all lowercase. If you automatically type with your caps lock on, clicking this is not going to let it go from uppercase to lowercase. I don't know why, but it does. So if you're clicking this and it just seems like it won't go to lowercase, it's because you typed it with your keyboard with your caps lock on your keyboard. Removing the commas and the and. How come I am not seeing you now? You can't see my screen? If you can't see, I would tell you to try leaving and coming back. But the way people are trying to get in here, the moment you leave, they may come in and take your spot. So I'm gonna do this part here just because I can't really see. And I'm just going to duplicate this a few times. And if you line it up the way you want to, now when you click duplicate the second time, it automatically just keeps duplicating with the right spacing and everything that you did with the first two. So I'm just clicking duplicate. And I'm going to select all of them and group. And I'm going to turn down the transparency. And I'm going to just copy it and bring it up here. And as you see, it is not pushed to the back. That's why we can see it on the bowl. And we're going to click the three dots or position and click layer. And I'm going to send to back. I want it to go behind everything. And I'm going to take this away because I don't need it anymore. Now we're gonna put the brand name. Y'all, this flyer is almost done. Like I said, this is a quick one. The company is called Fresh and Crunchy Salad Co. Yeah, just find a font. The picture came with it, but I am about to put a shadow. That was gonna be my next thing. Yes, this one did come with it, but we are gonna add another one. I'm just gonna put their logo up there. May not use that font. Okay, and now we are gonna add a shadow. So in your elements, just type in shadow, and on your graphics, you have all these shadows. Of course, if it has the crown, it is the premium one, so you have to pay for it. Or if it doesn't, I mean it's free. So we'll use a free one for here. Actually, we may have to use a darker one since they already have one. Okay, I'll use this one. So I'm gonna layer it on top right now, but then I'm going to do layer, and I'm only gonna click send backwards, not send to back. If I send to back, it's gonna go behind this fresh, flavorful, and nutritious words. So I just wanted to go back one time. And there we go. But I don't think I like that shadow. You may turn the transparency down just a little. Actually, that's how you add a shadow, but we're not gonna use it. Okay, and now the last thing is just gonna put some information about the business. So like their address for people to visit. Is there a way to click in graphics to only see the free ones? On a computer, wait, I think me and someone just figured that out. So if you have the free version, you can't do it. If you have the pro version, you can. And it's just these little lines right here by the search bar. And then I can click free. And it'll show me only the free ones. But we did just determine a few days ago, me and someone else in the group, that if you have the free version, for whatever reason, you can't filter out only the free ones, which is weird. But and you also can do cutouts only. So just type in salad again. And if I go to photos, and let's say I only want cutouts, I can click cutouts only. And it gives me only cutouts. So no background. I'm gonna remove some of this spacing because I want it to be kind of close together. And we're just gonna leave this one how it is. This is just a real, like I said, real simple flyer. Um, what we could do, let's say another way, I could remove this. And as we see, it's just this plain blue. If you go into elements and type in texture, and it's like an overlay. So you can even type in texture or overlay. And I would, when looking for textures and overlays, I would recommend putting your phone or app or whatever in dark mode because when it's white, it's it's weird. So let's see which one we're gonna use.